You were born to thrive. You were born to feel alive. Every single second of your life, your life, your life, your life. Hello, good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to this new episode of my series Success Stories of Expat Women. They did it. So can you. My name is Eva Saunders. I am an inspiring singer and songwriter, and I'm also an empowerment coach, helping expat women to thrive professionally after they move abroad. I am very excited to introduce you today's guest. We had a few guests from Slavic countries, and now we are going a bit farther to east. I am very happy to introduce Anisa. Hi, Anisa.
Hi, Eva. Thank you so much for inviting me today. And can I say what is today? Can I mention that it's 8th of March?
Yes, please. Yes, we are recording on 8th of March.
So fantastic. So it's a special day as well, especially in this moment, historical moment of word. So I would like to really, from my bottom of heart, wish a happy, blessed moment to all women, and also recall them on the responsibilities that we have in these days as a woman. Our intuition, our kindness, and compassion can really help us and help the planet to bring peace. So thank you for inviting me this special day with this special energy. Thank you.
Thank you for mentioning it. Okay, so now that's a little bit an enigma. Where is she from? So please, can you introduce yourself? Where are you from? What story brought you to Switzerland, and where do you live in Switzerland?
Sure. I'm Anisa. I have been born in Iran. And if you like to know the city, Tehran. So it's the
The
capital,
capital,
very
yes. Mhm.
big, populated, busy capital, I think with 12 million people at this moment.
Wow.
And when I was 17, so let me go back a little bit before. So I have studied in Iran. I went to the school of math and physics, and at the same time, I studied art. So I used to go to two schools basically. And
Mathematics
as I
and
was,
art. That's interesting.
yes,
That's
isn't
interesting,
it?
the combination, yes.
I love math. The math was the easiest subject for me in the school, and I was good at it. And from the other side, painting for me was like building my world, right?
Mm.
So I love both of them, and my parents they allow me to do both. So I was quite lucky to do that. And when I was 17, I was one of the, let's say that a religion minority in Iran. I'm Baha'i, if, so we're not allowed to go to university. And I really wanted to study. So I wanted to continue with art, but I wanted to go to university and study. I had this passion for math and for chemistry. And I wanted to become a woman that can help others and empower others. So I have decided to leave my country. And as a student, I moved to Italy when I was 17, and I
Wow.
started my university in Italy, in Torino.
So can you speak
And
Italian? You can?
yes,
Wow.
yes. So I'm adopted Italian. So
Wow.
sometimes maybe you see that I mention I'm Iranian Italian because when you spend 13 years in a country,
Mm.
part of your heart become Italian, right?
Mhm.
So it becomes a home, a second home.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yes, I studied my university. I did my university in Italy as a chemical engineer. Had an amazing time with Italian people, very, very nice, warm people. And to be honest, I've never, of course, you feel the family that is not there, and I miss my family every day. And from the other side, being among Italians and be so welcome and supported, and yeah, it warmed your heart. So I'm very grateful that I moved there and I spent so many years in this country.
Mm. How did you deal with this homesick, being far from your family that is important for you? How did you and how do you deal with it? Because I don't think they are with you now in Switzerland.
Let me get back a little bit before. So being in, again, being far from the family and be alone, I start, reflecting on some piece of my life. That I'm not I'm not happy, and I need to search something more that it is in me rather than external world. And it was the path that it brought me to meditation coaching. That you may see me as a meditation teacher and coach rather than a chemical engineer. So it was the way that brought me to that path, and the
Mm,
combination of
okay.
those and my faith and also the purpose and the vision that I have, and I have it every day in my heart, otherwise it becomes difficult, right? Like the intention that I have, why I'm here. It helped me to go on. And of course, from the other side, knowing that we are energy. That's true that I'm very far from them. And every time that we think of each other, I can feel their warmth, in my heart. That helps a lot.
Mm.
So let me tell that by being in spiritual path, your perspective change. And then you can deal differently with the real issues that exist, and sometimes you cannot change them.
Absolutely. Wow. Wow. What a jump from being an engineer, chemistry engineer, and going into meditation and teaching meditation. So please let us keep telling your story. You were in Italy. You became engineer. What happened then?
I work as engineer as I do work now as well. So it's a part of my life. I believe that we are multi-capable, we have multi-capacity, and we are a multitude of talents, that we can do so many things, and we should not limit ourselves to say, I am this. So I say, that is Anisa, I'm a soul in this world. And I do. I work as an engineer. I work as a certified meditation teacher. I have done my coaching. So we can do so many different
Mm.
things.
Yeah.
I work as an engineer, and after 13 years being in Italy, my heart was seeking a little bit a more international environment.
Yeah.
And without searching, just a job came to me, and it was in Switzerland, in Basel. Of
Oh.
course, I put myself out. Let me tell that I put myself there. I have built my social medias, and this job came to me, and I didn't know even where is Basel. So I had to go and search to see, okay, where is Basel? Ah, okay, that is in Switzerland. And Switzerland is nice. Let's do that. So I have decided, I don't know, within very few days, and I decided to move to Switzerland.
How long have you been there?
It is 6 years now. I have been here 6 years. And when I arrived here, it was 2016. And after 2 years, I have decided really to start my business. It was sometimes that I have gained my meditation trainings and certifications. And I was in this path. And you know that as a
Yeah.
coach, you start with yourself, you start to see yourself, what can you solve for yourself, what can you transform, and what whales, I say, to clean whales, because we don't want to change ourselves, we want to clean whales to be shine out, right? So
Our essence,
when you
definitely. Yeah.
right when you do it with yourself, then you say, oh my god, I cannot keep it to myself. Then it become like a fire, and you need to give it to other people, so
Well,
that
well,
fire
to
start to
be
come up.
honest, in my experience, my clients push me to be my best self in order to be able to serve them. It's like I have to work on myself in order to transform my shadow parts, to bring them to the light. So I'm really efficient in helping them. Does that resonate with you?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's a process of learning.
Mm.
It's such a process of learning and growing, and I'm so grateful, because it's kind of that you need to make a step out of your totally comfort zone, right?
Mhm.
And if there is a purpose, only then you can do that.
Yeah.
And every day can be challenging and focusing again on the purpose. You can put up your makeup, you can put up your dress and go out and be there. And then you have that energy again and you say, wow, that is the purpose. So I keep it again on my heart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you have been expat at least twice. Once when you came to Italy, once when you came to Switzerland. Um, how were the beginnings for you? Was it difficult? What were your
Mhm,
struggles, and how did you deal with them?
mhm. Um, I've been a year in France as well, so 3 times.
Wow, where?
I've been in Lyon.
Okay,
I've lived in Lyon 1 year.
okay.
So let me tell you like that. I consider myself the first things that was really interesting for me in Italy. I was so eager and so focused on my purpose again to study because I knew that I'm helped by my family. And it's not, it's not easy to have a child in Europe studying and living in Iran. So
Yeah,
my family, they were doing sacrifice to having me there, keeping me there. So from one side, I knew that is the really the love that and support, and other side, I had my intention. So I was really focused on that.
yeah,
And from the other side, I was so let's say excited by meeting new people, and they were so kind to me. So I was like, oh god, I'm gonna to open a post account today. And when I moved there, my Italian was not, I just could speak some words. I went to the course before moving there, like for
yeah.
6 months, and then I went directly to sitting in university.
Wow.
So my Italian was very basic. So I was telling my prayer, I'm going to open this account, please help me. And when I was there, the nicest person was there to help me to help my account. And sometimes we became friends. And we know each other now since like 15 years because she was helping me to, open an account. So I was like really kind of guided and supported by energy, by divine each time. I had my angels like there sometimes and I
Mm.
could feel it. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to the oral exam. Please help me. My Italian is just, I understood the chemistry, I know everything. But please help me just to, pass what I learned through real
So
correct
this
words.
is this is a very important point. For me, what really was supporting you, helping you, was this humility to ask, please. We can ask, we can call it prayer or intention or whatever, but was this
Absolutely.
humility to ask, please. This is hard for me. I don't know how I will do. Just please help me, show me the way. Help me. Is it?
Yes, absolutely. Very nicely you said, basically. Yes, you can say universe, energy, you can say my higher self, you can say, hey, my heart, guide me, my heart. To whatever that resonates to you and you believe to, because it should be something that you really strongly believe. And when you walk into the, I don't know, to the bank to open an account and you don't know how to say that, something help you, so you're self-confident. So you said very nicely. And then I believe that when you have that intention, it's again the law of attraction. So I give a free master class or every 2 months, and it is about the law of attraction for bringing true love to your life.
Mm-hmm.
And the part of that is really to having that intention and just check your thoughts so you can attract those people to you. So again, going back to what you have asked, being an expat in Italy, I did not really feel that I'm an expat. And then it was an effort, of course, to learn Italian after some years. So um, my English was going very bad because my main language became Italian, and I was like speaking Italian the whole time.
Yeah.
And that helped me as well to connect with people and be part of them, so they were not forced to change the language if there were like 10 of them because of me, but I was part of them and I was accepted by them. So that was very nice experience.
Well, we
Going
know
back
that,
to
yes. We know that
Please.
Italian people. They are very open and they love to communicate. And even though you speak only 3 words, they will try to communicate with you because they just love exchanges. Well, it
True,
can
very
be a
true.
bit different in Switzerland. When you settled down in Basel, how was this experience? Was it again like everything open, warm-hearted, or was it different?
That's a very good question. So in Basel as well, it was the same mindset when I moved here. I have heard from the people that it takes a long time to find a place to live,
Hmm.
and I had only 3 days. Why 3 days? Because I decided to go visit my family in Iran, and then I had to come back to Basel to work. So I have said, God, energy, universe, whatever you are, I have 3 days. Help me. And I have sent really 4 applications. And the third one, it was a beautiful, amazing woman who was coming originally from Iraq. And when she saw me, she said, "Hey, that's your apartment." And I
Wow.
was like, "Oh my God." Now she's like my auntie. So we became friends. So the intention was the same. And moving on again, having that intention, I believe that universe brought me the nicest, warmest people in my life. And I believe that depends on so what you want to see, right? It doesn't mean that you're ignoring reality, that sometimes you see stuff, but what you want to focus on. So that means that, hey, yes, I see that there is like some dirty stuff on the floor, but there is a flower as well. I want to focus on the flower and see if I can clean that dirt, you know?
Yes.
So it really depends on where we focus, because if you focus on dirt and complain without doing nothing, your energy
Yeah.
goes down, everything goes down, and then you attract the same people with that dirt
Mm.
energy, let's say.
So is
So
it so
yes,
if you want to manifest a beautiful life, keep focusing on a flower. Is
yes,
it? In that
yes, really nicely
keep
said.
focusing
Yes,
on a flower, which means whatever it can mean for you, beauty, kindness, joy, abundance of
yes,
nature, whatever. But the focus is what I loved in your story of okay, I had 3 days to find an apartment in Basel, and it's always a challenge. Quite often in Switzerland, in other countries as well. So what I do discovered is that when you set up a goal, a clear goal with a deadline, you set up this deadline. Okay, I have 3 days. It seems like a crazy affair. It cannot work. But okay, I have 3 days. I have no choice. Please help me. And then miracles happen. Is it?
that's very true. Eva. Very nicely put it in the steps. Yes, it is.
Yes, these are very concrete little steps and tools for other expat women who are struggling right
Yes,
now. You don't need to struggle. There are tools, there are opportunities. You
yes,
just need to focus on the right place, in the right direction. Your flower. What is your flower? Does it mean for you? And then set up a goal and set up deadline. And that's
yes,
it. And commit. Just keep refocusing on the flower. This is what I want. This is what I deserve. This is who I am. And then miracle doors open.
yes. That's very true.
Okay, tell me more. So you started to work in Basel as an engineer, and you keep working there. And how came this idea to start meditation practice, mindfulness, and to turn it into a side job?
So, as I mentioned, when I was in Italy, I start my meditation courses because of the personal need. So I was used to pray as a child, and I had my praying attitude. And I wanted really to bring also the attitude of meditation, because meditation is again something different. That attitude of meditation. I'm not talking about technique. So being in that path and being using the different coaches in my life, and see that, hey, look, that has improved my life. I understood many things about myself, that I can live more freely, I can be more joyful as I am I need to help, I need to give, I cannot keep it to myself. Otherwise, it's just like it's frustrating if are just keeping all those things, right?
Yeah.
You want to give. So that's why I say, Nisa, that's time. It might sound awkward, different from what you're doing all these years, but you need to step out.
Yeah.
And that's why, and I had also gained different certification. I was studied, so I was like, you need to use it. So you cannot keep it on the wall. So you need to go out and use it. And that was the motivation, basically, really, to see that many people, many women are going through the hardship, going through suffering, and I could see how I can reach them and how I can help them, because I was in the same place. And yes, so I started in 2018 with meditation and coaching, and then later I brought, let's say, a mix painting and meditation together, which has become a unique program as a meditative, uh, let's say, painting that is not really therapeutical or art therapy. Is meditative painting, because in art therapy you do not talk that much to the client, and here I talk a lot, I talk constantly. It's like a hypnosis, that someone goes to the hypnosis and then they paint. So I brought meditative painting, and I started in person or online coaching and events, and eventually workshops in different cities of Switzerland, Zurich and Basel. And I started last year with the programs, because I really like to have more people at the same time, and then see them communicating to each other as well. So see that there are many other people in the same journey, and that is empowering. So I started with creating your joyful and authentic relationship program for women, um, which really we talk, as you mentioned, about the love attraction. We talk about forgiveness, self-esteem. We go so deep, and we clean so many things that we attract eventually love by giving love to universe. So yes, here's I am.
So this is the specific program you created to attract a love relationship, is it? Did I get it right?
Yes,
And other
absolutely.
programs, like the programs you spoke previously, is it who are women that come to you? What are their problems and what they can transform through your coaching?
So I have two groups of women that coming to me. One of those, they are all very successful or very conscious women, because they realize there is something and they want to play around with it and make it better. So the first part, conscious, successful women, that they are stressed. So they're really, they cannot sleep. They are so stressed that they need some more harmonious life. So I bring them to the program called Resilience Building, because I'm a heart math certified coach. So I go with that 4 weeks with them to teach them the techniques, how they can really change the physiology of the body in order to be more harmonious in life. And the second part of women, they're also conscious and very successful, and they are searching for building, I say, for building and creating a joyful and authentic relationship. They are 90% single, and there are 10% that they are in a relationship, but they know that they can have more fulfillment in a relationship. So they want to work um, on themselves, of course, in order to create that relationship. There are these two programs that I offer.
Mm. Very well. And just tell me, what about your creativity or your art? Are you still creative? Do you keep creating paintings, and do you maybe participate in exhibitions? What about this part of your multi-talented personality?
Thank you, Eva. Thank you. Painting is my passion. I think I will paint until the last day of my life in this earthy world. And maybe if I die, I don't know, become a ghost with colors. Yes, I paint. I paint. I have a, so from teaching part, I have a digital course called meditative painting. And from the painting myself. I paint for myself. So I have a collection for myself that I paint. I do not save them. And it's the moments that I sit with myself, with my emotion and my question, and I work on them. So I want to keep them for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And there's other part that I do series of painting. For example, the last series that I have done called Open Your Heart. I
Mm.
don't have anyone here because at the moment I'm in Zurich. Um, but at home I can send you some. So open your heart again, it's with intention. And all of them, they have energy and message. Hey, look, love is there. Love is a form, love is universal. Just when you see this painting, that's a reminder. Take a breath, connect with your heart, and you find a better solution. So they have a message, and they're all for sale. So they are there actually for exhibition. The last 2 years was difficult because of all we went through, and now I again have kind of started to looking for somewhere. So the intention is there, and my prayers is there to universe. Please bring me a nice place to present,
Yes,
exhibit.
absolutely. I'm ready
And
to
I'm
show off
writing.
my art to you.
Yes,
And
yes, we are there.
what I feel is that they are healing and empowering your your paintings. Am I true or not?
Thank
Because
you.
what I feel,
Have you seen some of them, Eva?
I saw some of them, but
Thank you.
when you are speaking about your painting, like, uh, look, there is love and it opens your heart, and if you are in this vibration of love, then anything is possible. So for me, there's like a part of your mission is like to empower women as well, and you do it in different ways, and this is a way of creativity and beauty, because when you put um, at home on the wall a picture that was painted with this intention, that it just changes the space, it just changes vibrations, and it changes your life, is it?
Yes,
This is what I
that's
feel.
true.
Yeah.
Yes, that changed the energy from where you live, right? It's very interesting. They maybe you have heard about this like exercise, like put two bottle of water and put on one of them I love you and the other one something a little less nice, and then put the flower on it, right? I have done it with my flower, and one of them it just gone dry.
Wow.
So it's like energy. So you have nice things at your home, and how you just bring the things at your home, or which art you want to look into. That so art that uplift your soul really and open your heart, so there are the choices that we need to be doing carefully in life, as you mentioned. It's very nice what I say. You nicely put it in a nice words and steps. Thank you for being there.
Okay, Anissa, I have the last question for you. It's always the same. It's really to support our audience, women who are there trying to create thriving professional life in Switzerland or in another country as an expat. What would you suggest to women who have moved recently and who are struggling? What would be your advice for them to start to thrive, or at least to direct yourself to the life of thriving? What would you suggest them?
Good. Thank you. That's an important question. Let me put it in a step to be easier. So the first point, don't give up.
Mm.
The second point, you might apply for 300 jobs and all you may get rejected. Again, don't give up, because probably there is something better waiting for you, and I'm telling it because I know. It's coming
Wow.
from experience. Don't give up. There is something that wants to bring you in a certain place, so don't give up. Third point, be visible in social medias. um, Many people that I talk to, they say, oh, I don't like Facebook, I don't like Instagram. Use them as a tool. They're the tool to serve you. And you can decide what to see and what not to see. If you don't like to see something, if you do not the content of some person, you're very welcome with compassion and self-compassion to block that content, and that's totally fine. So use the social medias, whatever you have, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, as a tool to put yourself there to be visible. And believe me, there are many people like to see your contents. If you're looking for job, and if you're using LinkedIn, make yourself visible on LinkedIn and do not be afraid to um, connect to people. So the fourth step is connect to people as much as you can, but genuine connection on Facebook. See if you can go to with a coffee with a person who's living in the same city. It's so interesting. I have met so many women on Facebook in the last 4 years, and I've become friends with many of them in different parts of Switzerland, especially in Basel. That each time I go out with someone or I bring someone home, my husband asks, "Where did you meet her?" Facebook. So he's like, "Wow, if Facebook." I
Where did
thought
we
that her
meet? Where did we meet?
Facebook,
On
Eva,
Facebook.
right? Facebook. So connect to people via social media. There's a person behind that account. It's not a internet media always bad or good. It depends how we use it. So really connect. Maybe that person has a job for you. Maybe that person can become your best friend and support you in your way. And the fifth one, see why you are there, where you are, why you're expat. um, what is your intention? And if you have been there because of your family, your spouses, then see what can be done in this moment. You are there because of the reason. Maybe there is someone who needs your support as well. Maybe there is a neighbor, maybe a younger girl who needs your experience. So you are there for a reason. And the sixth point, I just want to say that you're beautiful. You have the power, you're talented. With whatever certification, with whatever study, education, background, whatever you're doing, you're a soul and there's a purpose that you're here in this world, in this planet. And don't give up.
Thank you, Anisa. Thank you very much for sharing your wisdom, your experience, your story. I feel really blessed you came to this interview. And
Thank you.
first, to sum up, it's just if you're struggling today, don't give up. If you are rejected, this is because there is something better for you. There is a better path for you. So keep going, keep focusing on your flower, on what you want, on beauty, on kindness, on what's your purpose. Keep asking, keep looking for an answer, and you will succeed. You will succeed.
You will shine.
Yes, absolutely, you will shine. My name is Eva Saunders. I am an empowerment coach for expat women, helping expat women thrive professionally. And I have an offer for you. If you're struggling right now, please get in touch with me. Send me a private message, and I'll be very happy to set up an appointment, which is totally free. We will speak for 45 minutes. You will present yourself, and we will see what are your next steps to going into the right direction. It's totally free. It's just a gift for you because I want you to see thriving as well. Remember, you were born to thrive. And we will see the next week again. Have a beautiful week.
Bye bye.
Bye.